Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Daniel King and I want to welcome you here to the King's Coaching System where we help musicians market their music. And that's the most important thing when it comes to the industry of music. It doesn't matter what business you have. If you don't have a marketing system in place, then your business is nothing. All right? What we have to do is create a system to market our music as musicians and as artists. So let me tell you a little about me, guys. I grew up in the Caribbean. My dad was a missionary pastor. All right. I lived in the Caribbean most of my life. All right. I'm now 43 years old. So most of my life, all those years, I lived in the Caribbean. And now I'm living in North Carolina in the US. But I've traveled extensively throughout the Caribbean. My dad planted churches. He was a missionary pastor. So we grew up in the church and we grew up, him toggling us wherever he go to sing and to worship and stuff like that. But we're always singing. We were known as the singing family in the Caribbean. And we sang in different churches. We sang on stages. I sang in particularly on stages with all sorts of different artists like Steve Green and people some of Shirley Caesars and that come down to the Caribbean. I even sang in a 100-voice choir with Hal Hostetler. I even sang on stages with Papa San. Not Papa San, sorry, DJ Nicholas, and also Prodigal Son. So I sang on many stages and I knew how it is to be a pastor's kid and growing up in a church, and having to be the example and lead in the right path. It was, in my growing up, it was a blessing to me because I got to experience a lot of different people, learn how they function, learn their backgrounds, learn their culture, and what I've noticed is that our culture as musicians, and especially reggae musicians, because I grew up in a Baptist church, and predominantly Baptists, if you know the old traditional Baptists, they don't allow you to sing reggae music, and soca music and dancehall music was the devil's music. It wasn't godly music. And I even was reprimanded many times for tapping my feet and clapping my hand in church and stuff like that. And you guys probably wouldn't understand it if you're not a Baptist, all right? But I didn't grow up in a Pentecostal church, all right? It was more Baptist, and Baptist is more like the Catholics. They're reserved and they're quiet and stuff like that. But they preach a lot about studying the word and reading the word and stuff like that and memorizing scriptures. So we knew how to memorize the scriptures. We know how to read the word. We know how to go up there and sing, like how the missionaries taught us to sing in their own Western style of singing, American style of singing. The white missionaries, they came down, and you guys know the history. They came down and they evangelized the Caribbean with the gospel. Where was the black missionaries? All right, guys? And I always ask myself, where was the black missionaries to come and teach us soul music? To teach us how to holler and hoot like they, you understand? And how to sing in above the keys, below the keys, between the keys. Where were they? They were nowhere to be found. And a lot of times we neglect our own people. All right, and we follow the American system. That's why everything new that comes out from America, all right, we jump behind and we run behind and we try to get their system and we try to get the new songs that coming down from places like Hillsongs and all these big worship teams in the States, But we don't embrace our own people. We don't embrace our own culture. We don't unite as people, all right, as black people and as people that want to really change society. I know we have it in our heart that we should do it, all right, but we have never lived in the States. So why are we singing like the Americans? You understand? Why we don't embrace our own reggae culture? Why we don't embrace our own soca music? And that's what I think Christians are waking up to do right now. Starting to embrace their culture and starting to embrace their uniqueness. Because that's why the Americans come down to the Caribbean. They come to experience the vibes of the reggae music, the vibes of our culture, our food, our lifestyle. We may not have as much as the American people. But let me tell you something. We have something that is so uniquely ingrained in our society. We love one another, and what we do, whatever we have, we share with one another. And we have this uniqueness that God has given to us that the world needs to hear. They have heard the Bob Marleys, they have heard the Peter Tosh, they have heard the Gregory Isaac, and all those different artists. And I know you guys want to be able to be singing one day on the stage with Kirk Franklin, with people like Chevelle Franklin and Papa San and all those guys that did it in the past. And we want to be able to receive a Dove Award as well. I don't know if you're excited, but I'm super excited about this. All right? But let me tell you something. They have followed a system to get them success. All right? And in order for you to gain the results that you want, you will have to follow the same path, follow a system. But what is different is your branding is uniquely different to their branding. Your music might be uniquely different to their music. Your lyrics might be different to their lyrics. And that's what I wanted to learn about, how to market my music. I grew up playing and singing in church, loving to worship and, loving to lead in different churches in different ways, excited about the things of God. I'm so excited that it's hard to express myself. But listening today to Pastor G and Dr. K, all right, that interview so inspired me more to really make this video right now. Because I know a lot of you artists out there want the help. I know a lot of you artists want to create a legacy. Not just singing music, but create a legacy that will help create a path like what Bob Marley did. You understand? And the thing about it, the legacy is not for you. It's for those that are coming behind you. And for those souls that are lost in sin, to snatch them out from the bondage of darkness. You see, when Jesus was on this earth, he left us a legacy, which is the Bible. The Bible is our manual. That's what we live by. That is the legacy that Jesus left for us. And we should leave a legacy behind. All right? And our music is our legacy. That's what we have to offer. That's the talents and giftings that God has given to us. And we have to use that to create that sort of legacy that God wants us to leave behind. So I want you to embrace your music. Love yourself. In John 3:16, God said, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten." You have to love this world. You have to love also yourself before you're able to give. All right? He gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe, you have to give your only self, yourself. All right? And you have to believe in yourself that you could produce the value that this world needs to change this world. But you have to do it the right way. All right? And I'm not just saying this to inspire you, but I believe God has placed a unique stardomness inside of us, if that's a word. All right? But God has created us to create a legacy, created us to be the leaders and not the followers, the head and not the tail. And we don't need to be, let me tell you something. I know we want to share our music. All right? I know we want to give to this world, but we are wondering who will snatch our music, who will take our music. The Bible says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure. Press down, shake it together, and running over." All right? We have to give something. But they that give of the gospel must live by the gospel. All right. We have to know when to stop giving, but we have to know when to give. There's a time for everything. All right. And let me tell you something. If you brand yourself, I'm going to teach you marketing, how to brand yourself. I'm going to teach you how to create an email list that every time you send out your music, people that know, like, and trust you will purchase your music. All right. I'm going to create raving fans, help you create raving fans that every time a new song come out, they're excited to buy. And not just buy, but want everything. That if you're selling hats, if you're selling jerseys, if you're selling tickets for your concert, they're excited to go out and purchase everything that you have. And this is what is called marketing and branding yourself. You see, in the industry, when we look at the industry, 80% should be marketing, 20% should be production. But what we are doing is we're doing it upside down. We are doing production, 20% of production. We're doing 80% of production. And that's not how it's supposed to go. We're tweaking our music, and this don't look right, that don't look right. And we spend, yes, I believe that we have to have a professionalism about our music. But there has to come a time when we say, okay, guys, I have to learn to market my music. You see, the music industry is not only about production or producing your music, producing your banners and your hats and promotions and all these things. It's about marketing. 80% is marketing. And we have to know how to market. We have to learn that. And that's what was not taught to us. All right? And what we want to do on this platform, we want to interview the top artists out there. The DJ Nicholas, the Papa San, the Chevelle Franklins, the Fred Hammond, BB and CC Winan. You know, those people that have pioneered the path for us as Christian music. All right? We want to interview them and find out the path to take, the best path to take, so that we could be educated in the body of Christ. The Bible says, without knowledge, the people perish. If you don't have knowledge, all right, then it's difficult for you to get your music out there. But if you have knowledge as to how to market your music out there, the strings that you should pull, the people that you should talk to, you know, the industry, how to get on the Dove Awards, how to get on the Grammy Awards, how to get on that platform. Those are the questions that I'm sure each one of you are asking yourselves, and you need answers. All right? So what we're going to do, we're going to interview these top artists, and we're going to help you craft a plan, all right, to get you to your goals and get you to your destinations. But let me tell you something too, guys, as well. You see, these guys have followed a system. Systems work, people fail. So if you follow a system, let me tell you something. The white missionaries that came in, they followed a system, even though it was a very boring system of Christianity. They followed it to the T. And that's how the Baptist churches was formed. That's how a lot of the Pentecostals or the Catholic churches was formed. They followed the system that came from the US. So what we have to craft is a good system as Christian people for ourselves. Our Caribbean culture is entwined in it, you know, and people out there are desperately needing it. We just have to create this system to fulfill the needs. You understand? And I want to encourage you, believe in yourself, believe in the giftings that God has given to you. And as the Great Commission says, go into all the world and preach the gospel. Let's do it the right way. All right. Right now I'm using my iPhone, all right, to film this. This is an iPhone 6 to do this. And most of you probably have the iPhone 11. Whenever you're seeing this video, you probably have the iPhone 11 or iPhone 10 or probably Android, or you could use any phone right now. The cameras are great. And what I'm encouraging you to do is start creating videos like this. Videos of value. And you could create this value. And you see, the more you give to this world, is the more you're going to receive. All right. So I want to teach you how to create a system to give of your talent, so you can receive in return, all right, monetary benefits. You have your family to feed, you have your wife, your husband to take care of, you have your homes, bills to pay. I understand. I'm a husband of two, you know, and I want to help you guys with this system, setting up a system for yourself that could provide a legacy not only for you but your family. All right. So I'm excited about it. All right. Me and Pastor G, we are crafting a plan right now. And what I want you to do, if you seriously want to take your music to the next level and want to learn how to market your music, I want you to click on the link below or copy and paste this link in your browser. All right. And enter your information, enter your name, your email, and probably a phone number. All right? Fill out this form so I can know that you're serious and I can help you build that system. Because let me tell you something, basketballers, professional basketballers, all right? I'm talking about the Michael Jordans and those good guys. All of them, they had a coach. You cannot do it without a coach. You cannot do it without people that have experienced it before teaching you. It's very difficult. I mean to say, a lot of us spend all our time producing music, tweaking music, doing this, doing that. What we have to do, a double-minded man is unstable in all. We have to focus on accomplishing that goal. All right? And that's the biggest thing that the enemy doesn't want us to do, because he knows if Christians focus, we could change and revolutionize this whole world. So I want to encourage you guys, focus on your goal. All right? Learn marketing. Take your music and your message to a next level. Take it to those people that desperately need it. All right? Music is a very powerful tool. It changed my life. Without this world, all right, without this music, this world would be nothing. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, all those are fruits of the Spirit. And all those are in the music that we listen to. All right, guys? So, I want to encourage you, enter your name, email, and also your phone number below so we can keep in contact. All right? And I could know that you guys are serious and you want to take your music to the next level. So thank you for talking to you. God bless you. All right? And I will talk to you very soon. You'll be hearing from me. I'm going to be sending you an email. So look out for those emails. And no, please don't enter the wrong email, as you're not going to get the email, all right, that I sent to you, because I genuinely want to help you guys. I'm not going to be selling you guys a product, all right? But what I want to do, I want to give value. It's because I want to help my people back home. I know you guys have spent thousands of dollars to learn marketing and advertising, all right? And I want to teach you guys. I want to sow those seeds back into that community. I want to help you guys build a business online, and a business that will last a lifetime. All right, so thank you for joining me. I love you guys. My name is Daniel King, and you can reach out to me anytime. All right, God bless you, and keep you safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.